Hey, welcome to my channel, or welcome back, loyal viewers. I'm Carrie, the nosy housefrau, semi-sane cat lady, and now super fan of the Shane and Jeffree series. I just watched the big reveal, like all of you. Wasn't it just like attending a wedding? And I know it's only 6 of the 9, but it seemed to me like it was a finale. In fact, I think a few people thought it was. But wait, there's more. Getting back to this one, I just felt so many things. I saw on Twitter that a lot of people said they were crying, and I felt kind of validated about that because I have a little bit of crying discomfort even when I'm alone. I thought, what if people were here and I'd be crying? I'll tell you, as an aside, the greatest thing for me was living in LA and going to see movies with actors. I would get to go to SAG screening, and the theater was filled with actors whose emotions are right at the surface. So when I went to see 7 Pounds, that Will Smith movie, there were people crying 7 buckets of tears. It was great. Like, I had a guy next to me. I was trying to hide my tears. I was all ready to not cry, you know. This guy next to me is like 40 years old, sobbing like a child, unabashedly, unashamed. It was very liberating. But back to the Shane and Jeffree video. What do you guys think of the colors and the palette? I think it's going to sell out in minutes. I really do. It doesn't matter how many they get. It's going to all sell out. There are supposed to be some in the brick and mortar stores of Morphe. I'm going to check Beautylish, and I know Jeffree's selling it through his website. I might still be in the air. I have a friend on standby, Beauty Boomer. She's the best. Check out her channel. If my flight gets delayed, she's going to snag me one. That's how awesome she is. And that's how important this palette is to everyone, that I'm actually, before I check my hotel reservation, I'm checking the internet. Will I have internet when I land? Will I have internet in the sky at 30,000 feet or so? These things are important. I don't, I tweeted out, listen, I don't care if there's a wobbly wheel, there's some kind of mystery leak, just get that bucket up in the air and make sure there's internet, okay? I don't need any befrigged internet interrupting me getting the conspiracy palette. So that's how much I want it. I really do love the colors. I loved the entire episode. It was amazing. I have to say, one of my lesser favorite things about these videos has been the music, but I loved that Never Be Prom Queen tune at the end. It really tugged at the heartstrings, didn't it? And just seeing their friendship, seeing the whole thing. There was one scene where literally Shane just could only say, oh my God, just like his shirt. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. He was freaking out. It's been surreal for him. Watching these episodes is like watching somebody win the lottery every day. He's in a state of shock. He's so happy. They're projecting now this guy might make at least $10 million from all this venture. That's pretty incredible. It was just wonderful to watch. Now, 20 minutes in, I did have to take a break because that's when they started talking about Daddy, and we all know that dog passed away, and I'm in the process of losing my dog slowly, painfully, and not for her, but for me, because I don't want to lose her, but it's happening again. She had a wellness checkup today, and we're checking on her quality of life, which right now she's comfortable, but it won't be very long. I'm happy to say I should have her to come home to, so she'll be on my mind a bit in Houston, but she should be here when I come home Monday, and I'm looking forward to spending more time with her. But that scene was very hard for me. I still cry over my dog that passed away almost, it'll be 3 years in January since I lost Sally. And so that scene was difficult for me. I remember when he lost his dogs, how devastated he was. It seemed to me the same way I was. When my dog Sally died, I cried for 3 days straight. My eyes were so swollen, and I only got half a day off from the miserable harpy that I worked for, who never even said sorry. She thought it was silly to be so upset over a dog. So I tried to keep it to myself, but clearly my eyes were swollen. I wasn't just sitting at my desk sobbing, but I kind of was. So anyway, that is sad. And back to a happy place. There were so many belly laughs in this, where Jeffree is saying to Shane how full the warehouse is, and saying, we violated 20 codes. We're violating 20 codes. We've blocked off an area. And then, of course, the business guy is correcting him. We had to be sure, we did not actually violate any code. So they're all very, very funny together. It's just fun to watch. It's like a party. They had a meeting where all of these extra people are there. They're actually pulling people off the killer merch line so that they can package and help ship all of this stuff that has to get out the door once it's purchased. And I'm thinking with as many palettes that are going to be purchased in minutes, they are going to be shipping night and day in order for people to get these palettes. It's pretty incredible and kind of fun to watch. I really like the shipping aspect of everything. You know, you're looking at all of those pallets, and when they're making them, like it's like Willy Wonka style. You just see the assembly line and all the people working. Remember when Veruca's dad had everybody looking for their golden ticket? It kind of reminded me of that setup. There's just people, you know, working nonstop, and it's fun to watch. Those pallets are, you know, you're watching money when they have all of those little pans too, and you can see, you know, Shane seeing his name on the side of boxes. And by the way, I not only like the colors in this palette, when I first saw it, I saw it in a picture on Twitter and I was underwhelmed. But then I saw it from another light, and sometimes that happens. You have to look at palettes in more than one light. And when I saw it coming together, I really started to love the colors. Some of the things that really stood out as highlights was not just the massive amounts of makeup that was really fun to look at, just all of the whole section that took up accessories, and I mean they filled an entire building. They need another one according to Jeffree. But another thing that stood out was Andrew's integral part in helping come up with the design of the case and helping Shane have his vision come to fruition with Anna, the woman who does all of that work for them. All of that was incredible to watch, and I really loved seeing how Shane came out all done up in his outfit for the photo shoot. I mean, they're doing a full shoot of having like this set that they created in the warehouses because it's a multi-purpose area, which is very smart. And Shane comes out like dressed up like a kid who's wearing a costume like or a suit that somebody put him in, and he's not so sure, but he looked fantastic. And then by contrast, Jeffree just breezes out in another amazing getup, but it's just another day of work for him. He's taking it completely in his stride. He's a consummate professional, and it really shows. And I think he was so comfortable in that world that it made Shane more comfortable. And their pictures together look incredible. They're already up on Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I have a feeling everybody who knows them is looking at those pictures so much. They really worked so hard on the concept. The creative team that Jeffree has is amazing, and that can't be denied. So I'd love to know what you thought about all of this. And I'm coming back to add another thought to this video, because just where I was about to wrap it all up with a bow, I took a break, which I often do when I'm thinking and editing, and I went to Twitter and saw that some people were discussing Shane, saying, was this a money grab for him? It seemed to go back and forth in that debate, and I thought that was interesting because a money grab is often associated with very little work, not a year of work in a documentary. But more than that, I came across a video, which I will link below, of a younger Shane Dawson talking about YouTube and why YouTubers might be depressed. And in it, he expressed an insight that was a little bit ahead of his time and perhaps foreshadowing. It was wise beyond his years. He said, I think if the more you give YouTubers, the more depressing videos you'll see from them. He knew, even at that time, that money didn't buy happiness. He had a disconnect from materialism because he had already experienced what I had mentioned in another video, when I said it might be surreal and you worry about having nothing to want. He literally said in his other video, you know, when there's nothing you can worry about buying, which is very in the same vein, then it's a problem. And he talked about people having more and still feeling empty, and saying that he didn't know a lot of very genuinely happy YouTubers. Now, that was a long time ago, and probably now there are more, but it was very insightful, and it made me feel all the more that he's not just deserving of the bounty he's about to come upon, but he's also prepared for it, and there's something to that. So it really enriched all of the happiness I already feel for him. This has been quite a week so far, with so much to look forward to, and I can't wait to play with makeup and meet all of the people who are going to be in Houston. I definitely will be vlogging on the way. There will be exclusive Patreon. If anybody wants to join my Patreon for $1 a month, you get exclusive uploads, add-ons, and after shows, sometimes corrections. But you'll see another side of me on there if you're interested, and I'll also link my Teespring and my P.O. Box and all that other stuff I hawk down below. I think I forgot to do that in the last video. Not gonna get a Businesswoman of the Year plaque anytime soon. I also want to wish everyone a happy and safe Halloween. Yes, it's Halloween already, and I'm looking forward to all of your pictures on Twitter and social media, Instagram. I hope you have a lot of fun. I probably will just be getting ready for my trip because it's going to rain so much here tomorrow in Toledo. I'm sure that candy won't go to waste. Just kidding. I'll have to throw it out or it will go right to my waste. So, until next time, Hausfrau out.